How we doing? So, we got a couple requests about my other videos, and people are wondering how I'm stuffing everything in this backpack, 48-liter bag. A couple people said that they're bringing similar items, and they're having trouble getting it all into a 65-liter bag and everything like that, so they just wanted to know, how I'm doing my bag. So, for those of you that are wondering, or are unaware of how to put the weight in your bag, you want the lightest things at the bottom, and as you move up your back, you want the heavier things closest to your back, and the mid-weight things against those items, but on the outskirts of your bag. So that's where the weight should be, and I'll throw a little picture in right now. Magic. And now we'll show you how everything goes in there. As I'm taking everything out, I will tell you real quick though, one thing that I've learned over the years of backpacking is, and I don't care what all the books tell you, I read a bunch of books and they all say stuff sacks are awesome. You can color code them to know where exactly the items are, but you'll quickly learn where things are in your bag on the AT after a week if you haven't backpacked before. But these guys are my water jugs right now because I don't have any, so raisins in my water jugs. But another thing I found with stuff sacks is they form, whatever you're stuffing in there, they form into the shape of that stuff sack. So what I mean by that is, I have some, and it just makes life easier, but everything I have in here is formed to this shape, this exact shape. And the more bags you have like this, the more dead space you're going to have in your backpack. So I try and limit the stuff sacks that I have, just for that sole reason. And all your clothes can go around those items and make it form that much better. Alrighty, so we got everything out of my bag right now, and we'll start with this guy at the bottom. It's my MSR tarp that I was telling you guys about a couple videos back. And it has my Tyvek ground cloth in there, and it's all rolled up nicely into my sleeping pad. Take some time before you leave for your walk to make things nice and organized. It's going to make your day go that much better. But that stuff's always going to be on the outside at the bottom of my bag. My sleeping bag, my North Face down jacket, and my camp socks are all in this stuff sack, and I won't need any of these items until I get to camp that night. So that's going at the bottom of my bag because they're all real light items. After that, I'm also not going to be using my hammock until I get to camp. So that guy's going to go right above there, and then my mesh bag is going to go right next to that. And I've got, since I'm not bringing the brain in my pack, which actually makes my pack smaller than 48 liters, but since I'm not bringing that, all my goodies are going to go right in here. And that includes my headlamp, toothbrush, toothpaste, harmonica, the Lorax, the radio, everything. If I ever need any of those things, all I got to do is pull this guy right out. Now, for my clothes, I can throw my long johns on the outside of those items and stuff them in there nice and tight. And my top layers, everything, they can go right in front of those. And now for my food. This is 7 days worth of food right here, and I'm going to be doing mail drops on the entire AT basically every 7 days, so I got 6 dinners and 7 breakfasts and 7 lunches right in here, and snacks including all that gorp. But all of this is going to hang like right here on my back, and that's where you want that heavy weight, right there. So I'll throw this guy in, and then I'll put my pullover OR top layer around that. And you want to keep some layers on like real close to the top just in case you need those on the trail. So I'll have my beanie and my liner gloves real close to the top. And then lastly, I'll have my bathroom bag real close to the top because you'll never know when you need that. That's that. And that's that for everything in the body of my bag. So I'll pull the cinch cord, and now I'll put my rain gear on this outer pocket of my bag, because you never know when you'll need that. It may start raining out of nowhere and you'll need to throw it on real quick. My pack cover is next. I took the stuff sack off of this. I cut it off because you don't need that. You can just fold it up and whatever. But and I know this system works with my rain pack and everything like that because I mean it rained for the first 15 days on the long trail and everything in my bag stayed dry. So that rain cover or pack cover works, and I know it does. And then this is a new addition. I've got these waterproof gloves that I bought at a hardware store for a couple bucks. They'll keep my liner gloves nice and dry. So then I'll buckle that together. Throw my water jugs in there. And we are ready to hike. One thing that I will note before I let you guys go is I try and limit the amount of things I'm hanging and dangling off the outside of my pack, because over the years of hiking I used to do that all the time. But first of all, it's not hiker fashionable if you're all into that stuff. But second of all, and most importantly, when you dangle those things off your pack, like that jacket that you want to dry out or whatever, you're going to be hiking through that thick brush or around that tight corner, and you're going to snag it on something and rip a nice hole in it, and that'll make your life miserable if it's raining and whatnot. So try and limit the things you hang off your bag, make it nice, take a couple more minutes at the beginning of the day to put it all in there. But yeah, this is everything that I'll be bringing. So I hope that helps a couple of you guys out. If you have any other questions, throw a comment below the video and I'll try and answer. And if you want any other videos and whatever, just let me know. See you later, bye.